What do you think about the garbage tote?
I just heard about Debbie, that
Yes.
actual name told in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. The carts are gonna be delivered, they're gonna start delivering them next week of November 10th. But it'll take a few weeks for them to get to everybody in the town.
Did you start doing that right away?
You can, you don't have to, but you can. So, but the contract starts in,
Hey, how you doing?
good, how are you? Starts in, the new contract starts in January, so you have to use
So
it.
that's on lead management?
Modern.
Oh.
And you have any budget while I was looking away?
Still pretty much the same, yeah.
Yeah.
We voted and make it nice.
When will they pass the budget?
Nice house.
Oh, it'll be tonight.
Nobody's voting against anybody. I never mentioned it, but usually I figure, at least Larry, I'm typically voting against it, like,
Yeah, Larry's not, he's not up this year, so he's up.
Who is it this year?
Don, the
Don.
supervisor.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Kurt, and Randy,
Randy, yeah.
and the judges.
And the judge, yeah. No wait.
No, but the hot races, I'll tell you what, I was reading the paper between Lewiston, North Tonawanda, some of them are pretty feisty.
Yes, they are, indeed.
Amherst too.
Amherst, yes,
Amherst is pretty, I live in Amherst, I've been trying to figure out what my look for, I don't know. I got really like fired from my man the other day.
I bet.
I was, one guy called like a, Hobbit or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't even know who bought this, I only moved to, I guess I've been there 3 years, so I just kind of moved from my old apartment, got flooded. and I
Okay.
stay.
Yeah.
Trying to come home.
Yeah.
But boy, yeah, they have a small town. Why would you get this?
No, they do. They do. Crazy. So we were just talking about the new garbage. So
Yeah.
everyone gets one big garbage tote. And then if people need more, they can purchase a second tote. It's $85 for the tote and then it's $61.
Oh,
The
no.
first one is
Okay.
the regular contract. But people that want more than one tote, if they think they're gonna need it, they would pay for the additional service. Or you can buy tickets, and you can put out bags, and it's $5 a ticket or whatever. But if you're gonna put out bags on a regular basis, it's better just to buy the extra tote.
We used to put out bags at the beginning. And you know,
Yeah,
so we should, we did it.
yeah.
I was actually, me and Debbie Holbrook, they were working ready by these in.
Oh, don't.
So.
You'll be getting one. Yeah, you'll be getting one. And you have to use that.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh. I heard. Good, how are you?
It's budget's online, right?
Yes.
Holy smokes, I think it's huge.
Yeah,
The board's interested in it? Yeah, the board, I mean, you know, the board's on board, but I think before we schedule a meeting, or, you know, we need some sort of referral from you to do it, and also, I don't know, you know, refer it to the county planning board and the seeker and all that stuff, but we don't need to do that, that's just, you guys can just start that. We don't need to give you authorization to start a seeker, or send it to the county.
Whatever you guys submitted for the library, I think they gave us.
How did we do ours?
4% a year, something like that.
Yeah. I didn't get involved in anything.
Yeah, I had it on mine, and then I had it in a hurry.
I think there was I put together a map. I think there was a secret, but the town board doesn't do the secret, we can vote on it. But I don't think there's anything we need to do, I think we'll get something from you, parcels, what you want to rezone to.
Typically, all I've done was retrieve this information, the application tonight,
give, they go to collect. We don't touch it. So, that's what I'm saying, this whole, I don't want this to get lost.
Yeah. Does it normally go to the planning board? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, does that rezoning go to the planning board? The rezoning request?
Was it, because it's kind of like the same thing with the subdivision, where the board viewed it, said we're
I
interested,
thought the
and
planning
they
board
sent
would
it
do
to
a
planning board.
recommendation and start seeker or put it to the county.
Now we don't.
Yeah, we decide in the end, but we don't do the legwork.
I'm not sure, I'll have to check,
All right, so I don't
I
think.
remember how Arnold went smooth, and I don't, and I didn't.
Where's Arnold and Nash Road over there for GT, both of those in the same.
Right.
Well, we're not gonna do anything today, but between now and the next meeting, you do a referral letter to the town board. Next town board meeting, we'll have a motion to schedule the public
Schedule the
hearing.
public hearing.
And in this interim, we'll figure out what the
Clean up the
procedure
rest of
needs to
it.
be.
Okay,
I do have it.
that'll work. Stuff back down there.
You hear me back there? No? Good. Welcome folks to we're having a public hearing tonight on the town of Wakefield proposed budget. Kathy, if you would read the, hearing notice.
Notice is hereby given that the 2026 preliminary budget of the town of Wakefield for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026 has been completed and filed in the office of the town clerk, 2800 Church Road, where it is available for inspection by any interested person at all reasonable hours. Further notice is hereby given that the town board of the town of Wakefield will meet and review the said preliminary budget and hold a public hearing at the Wakefield Town Hall at 6:50 p.m. on Monday, November 3rd, 2025, and that at such hearing, any person may be heard in favor of or against the preliminary budget, for any.
So hear me okay? Budget, preliminary budget does include a slight property tax increase from $16.62 from $573.24 in 2025 to $589.86 in 2026. For a typical homeowner, the town of Wakefield would be an assessed value of $125,000 or market value of $347,000, which represents a 2.9 increase due primarily to the cost of garbage pickup and recycling by the town of Wakefield, which is going to totes in 2026 for garbage pickup. The cost of garbage pickup and recycling has increased almost $400,000 in 2026. Preliminary budget, which was based on the competitive bid process. Thank you. Any comments on the budget submitted to the town, people or by the town? Posted on our website and available here at the town hall. Any comments or questions? Yes.
I would just like to say thank you to those involved for the library contract. It's very much appreciated, so thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Glad you're happy. And any other comments on our budget? It's been available for quite some time. Quite some time ago. No comments. I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. And second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. We all stand for the pledge of allegiance, please.
United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we pray you grant wisdom to all foreign authorities, that order and justice may be upheld to the benefit of all citizens. And guide us to better serve the people of our community. Restrain those who seek to destroy our government. We ask your divine wisdom to rest upon our leaders, guide them and protect them. Amen.
For the record, all board members are present. Public public input on Bell Clock.
I already said hi to Jeffrey, so, hi guys.
Did you put the microphone right to your face, sir? There we go.
It's just an observation. I'm on Town Line Road, you know, so Pendleton's across the street from me, and they're modern too, you know, even reusing modern. And, you know, you've all done a good job, and I know this is the way it's gotta go, and, I'm surprised it didn't go this way earlier, like Pendleton has. But an observation is, well, I don't know, you gotta kind of hold them accountable. You know, during the summer, you know, across the street, and they just picked up the tow. We feel just gonna be a little bit more trashy now, that's kind of a proper way to say it, just, you know, there's gonna be stuff at the road, the guy down the street in Pendleton, you know, he had a big pile of stuff there, and it was there for like 2 months. Across the street from me right now, all it is a plastic lawn chair. It's been there 7 weeks. Tomorrow's the pickup. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be 8 weeks, if it's gonna be picked up tomorrow. Now I'm gonna call the town of Pendleton and ask them what's going on. But I know, it is what it is. I'm just saying it's, you know, we've had it good up till now. So now it's not gonna be quite as good. But that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I know there's nothing you can do about it. It just,
You know, I understand what you're saying, and we've already had a lot of comments on the garbage truck pickup, but we really don't have any choice.
right, I know you don't.
We
You know,
are the last community to go to.
Right, yeah, it's the same in Amherst, you know, we're emptying out my mother's house now because, you know, we put her in a assisted living, and, you know, we're pulling that big tote. I go over there every Tuesday, fill the big tote, you know, and then, in the neighborhood, you know, the garbage day is Wednesday, and the neighborhood just bring the garbage can back in the yard for me, but, yeah, it can be a pain. Now, I know you're saying that you can pay extra maybe for garbage, I'm thinking more of big stuff. You know, if somebody buys a nightstand, you know, they're not gonna wait for that. You know, they're doing their life, you know, they're on a Thursday and they're buying a nightstand, putting an old nightstand out on the street, you know, that could do that for 3 weeks. And I know there's nothing, I know it's just the way it is, it's just,
Yeah, but now
we've had it good in our town up till now, I will say.
Well, it's gonna change, and there's nothing we can do about it.
I know.
Hopefully, we'll still provide good service. There'll be some alternatives where people can buy an additional totes. One of our biggest things is what I do with my grass cuttings. Well, a couple of things they could,
Well, it's not so much additional garbage, it's like, you know, like I have, hardwood floors, so I don't have wall-to-wall carpeting. You know, if I want to change my carpet and take that carpet and put it at the street, it could be there for 3 weeks. If I get a new carpet, you know, it's not just me, it's gonna look that way in the town. And I know, you can't do anything about it, nothing that can be done, it just,
all the economics.
I just wanted to bring that point up.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Appreciate it. Approval of the minutes, October 20th, 2025. Second. Motion to second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of bill payment, November 3rd, 2025, can I have a motion? So moved. Motion second. And second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I guess I just went to cover. Anyway, document numbers 2025-1823 through 2025-1902, a total amount of $237,176.50. Now can I have a motion? Second. And second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Department heads. Paul Seaman.
they're going around town picking up leaves. I don't know if you guys seen the weather tonight, now they're talking about maybe a little bit of snow on Monday. So don't wait until the last minute to get your leaves out. Once the snow comes down, we're done picking up leaves, so get it out while you can. We did finish, Fairmont Park parking lot last week. Don't like paving when it's that late and that cold, but it came out all right.
Looks great from the road, Paul, thank you.
55 going by, it looks perfect.
Looks like new that end of the park. You didn't just do one parking lot, you did two of them.
Yeah, and we actually had a little blacktop left over, at a miscount on trucks. We actually paved part of the entranceway going in, that road that comes at an angle at the corner of Stieg and Nash. So, we weren't gonna waste it, at least we got some of that paved too.
Looks good, Paul, good job.
Any questions from anyone?
Well, I have a question for you. I see the new power poles at Walmore and Lockport, providing or assuming a turning lane for Amazon related. Are they gonna take, we do the maintenance on that, I'm assuming they're gonna add a signal head. Are they gonna take over that signal, or are we gonna be burdened with the extra maintenance?
I'm not touching it. If it goes out, it'll be out. I fought with Amazon about that through the whole thing, and I told them, you can take the whole signal over, or don't put your turning arrow on it. This town gets no benefit from Amazon but more traffic. They quit calling me and quit answering the phone. So if they wanna put a turn signal up there, either the county can take it over, or Amazon can do it, but I'm not preparing it. I would just inform Town of Niagara, all the new signals that's going down Lockport Road, because the county won't accept any responsibility for turning lights, they just inform Town of Niagara that they're responsible for all the new turn signals going in,
You know,
which they didn't even know about.
Yeah, you know, it's sad, Paul, and I hate to say this because I have a lot of good friends in Niagara County. But one of these days, and if anybody's driven down Nash Road at 4 o'clock to get out onto Lockport Road, sometimes you're waiting 10 minutes with traffic back up. One of these days, the county's gonna have to bite the bullet and form a signal department. And just with the increase in housing in Wheatfield and Amazon, it's gonna be a mess.
And their feeling is, they've never had a signal department, they're not taking it on. The only place you'll...
Well, I appreciate that stance, but that's from the 30s. The
Right.
town has grown, Niagara, town of Niagara has grown, you've got a huge business going in, I mean, you can put blinders on, but things have changed.
I agree 100%, the county needs to do something about it.
And they do.
And Paul, I'll add, and I know we talked about it, and I told the board tonight, we had gotten a call, or I had gotten a call, probably at least before a year ago, from one of the county attorneys about the turn signal issue, and asking me to get a hold of Amazon or their attorneys about it, so I did, and I kept on calling attorney office, big attorney office after attorney office, and everyone I talked to said they didn't know what I was talking about, and it was the numbers I was given by the county attorney, and then they'd say, well, try this other attorney's office, and then by the end, I got nowhere, and I think I've discussed it with you, that the same thing happened with you. No one wants to talk to me, no one will return calls about this issue, about these, and I just wanna let you know that they won't return my calls either, so.
Well, basically, we own that equipment up there, and it is illegal for them to put stuff on it. So, we'll see how it goes.
They may try, but, you know, they wanna do it without, with a lack of communication.
Right.
They just wanna do it without talking to us.
Yeah, and like I said, just like you did, they called me several occasions, and I called them back, talked back and forth, and I explained to them that, you know, if the county wants to take the signal over, if the county wants this project to go forward, Wheatfield's not benefiting from it. The people that are gonna work at Amazon, except maybe a couple of big managers, are not gonna own homes in Wheatfield.
And that's not our road.
And it's not our road, no, you're right, neither road, neither one of
It's not our
them.
responsibility.
That section of Walmore and that section of Lockport, neither one of them are responsibility.
So the county's trying to pound it off on us.
Yes.
You know, Paul, I'm gonna put a letter together to Niagara County, and I would appreciate if we co-sign it, I think we did one a couple of years ago, asking they consider signals at Hoover, at Nash and Lockport. And, you know, it's just another request. We'll put something together, what it'll do, I have no idea.
I mean, Mr. Godfrey isn't here tonight, but I mean, he's a guy too that we can talk to. Instead of asking him for individual signals, maybe we need to ask him to start a signal department.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put something together, Paul.
Okay. Anything else?
Also, thank you, Paul. And by the way, Paul, you did a great job with the park course.
Thank you. Not me, it's my guys.
Well, your guys.
Mark had a family emergency, he's off. My clock is here. There you are.
And I don't have a report tonight.
Okay, and we're not putting a request in for rezoning until next week.
Till the next meeting, yes. I'll have it all put together.
And our assessor, Kelly, what do you have?
You could yell.
Exemption forms have gone out, and they just have to be returned to me by taxable status date, which is March 1st of 2026. So we're trying to get the word out, so we're not waiting until the last minute trying to find all these people. So that was like agricultural exemption, the aged exemption, which is the senior exemption with limited income, and disability. And if there's any new veterans in our town, or veterans that have a higher disability rating, they need to get all of that into us by March 1st.
Any questions for Kelly? Kelly, just so you know, Amy Shipperly got back to you from Niagara County today, and she checks on that piece of property you and I looked up.
Yes.
And there's no sign of contamination, no evidence of contamination. In fact, I think they forgot about the property.
Okay.
And it's just sitting idle, and the owner of the property is long gone and dead, although taxes have not been paid in years.
Correct.
So it's not the,
Okay, well, that's what they told me, so I was just passing that to you.
I know the owner of the mall is interested in purchasing it, so, just so.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Thanks, Kelly. Council, any reports?
I have one thing, actually.
If you guys recall previously, Aaron Benner, one of our former constables, did resign a couple months ago, as it was effective today. Adam Benner did resign as well. He's going to be going to U.S. Customs and Border Protection as well, so he's going to be starting their academy, so he did resign today.
it's regret. And, you know,
We got them back to get their camera, whatever, I saw, but
On the roof?
on the roof.
Well, I was scared, don't let me fool you. I was scared.
What happened, Jeff? What happened?
So, there was a cat stuck on a roof in the abandoned house, which had been abandoned for the last 12 years in Niagara Falls. The fire department doesn't respond to these kinds of incidents anymore. Like a cat stuck in a tree or a roof, so they called the SPCA, so I was working. We got permission from the property owner to give us access into the house. So I climbed up to the third story, went out onto a landing on the condemned house, holes in the roof, and jumped up on a ladder, reached up and grabbed the cat off the roof that had been stuck there for a couple of days when we rescued it.
You know, that's absolutely wonderful.
It was scary.
Well, no, we know what, I mean, you know how I am around animals.
Yeah.
And, I'm glad you're the same way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was, height, about 60 feet up.
I appreciate it. You did a
Sure.
great job, thank you. Michael. Now we're going. Okay, Dave Bradford's not here tonight, and we have motions, my brothers.
Okay, first motion from the budget director. Be it resolved that this town board does hereby approve and authorize the expenditure in the amount up to $380,000 from the Highway Capital Reserve Fund for the purchase of a new 2026-2027 Mack Granite tandem dump truck with stainless steel box, reversible plow and wing, and a slide-in stainless steel salt unit for the highway department, subject to a permissive referendum, notice of which shall be published in the town's newspaper of record. The permissive referendum, we don't schedule it, we publish notice of it, and if, that's for the public, they, have to do,
How soon do we have to do it? You all want to go over this charge.
well, we're gonna, I put in the motion package a draft of the notice, so Kathy will probably publish it within the next, Kathy, in the near future.
And there's a time frame.
Yeah, I don't have.
What, 30 days, something?
30 days after the legal notice is published. So I know Paul will want to get an order, this is probably as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think I.
Probably already got it over.
In the motion package, Kathy, there should be the language on the, right here. I'll make a motion.
Motion to second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried.
The next motion from the town board and budget director. Whereas the town board on the third day of November 2025 did hold a public hearing on the 2026 preliminary budget, notice thereof having been duly given pursuant to the provisions of section 108 of the town law, and whereas at this public hearing, the Newfield Town Board gave all persons present an opportunity to be heard, and whereas the Newfield Town Board has deemed it appropriate to accept the 2026 preliminary budget as presented, now therefore be it resolved that the Newfield Town Board is hereby adopted the 2026 preliminary budget as presented.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion to second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. And I want to thank Ed for all of your efforts, all of the scheduling, all of the manipulating, everything you've done to make this budget come together. Thank you, heck of a job. So when you leave, I'm walking out with you.
Good job, Ed.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for motions.
Thank you. Board members.
Lester, and I'll make that motion.
Second. Motion is second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
That's it.
Larry?
Yeah, nothing.
All right, thank you, sir, appreciate it. Kurt?
Just a quick thank you to the supervisor and others that were involved with the communication that was in the Tribune recently regarding changes to garbage pickup. It's gonna be a tough transition, but it helps when you can have clear communication and, all the details outlined, and I know it was a lot of work to get to this, and I just wanted to thank the supervisor and everybody else who was involved with the town. It's a very good, very clear, communication that'll help ease the transition for sure.
Thank you, appreciate it. Anything else, Kurt? No. Randy? I have nothing. And I have nothing, other than I wanted to mention thank Ed, and help all with the job we did on this parking lot, so I have nothing either. Any further public input? Next meeting is November 17th, 2025 at 7 o'clock. I'll make the motion to adjourn. Second. Motion to second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, we are adjourned, thank you for coming, appreciate it.
No, I thought it was Eric Nelson, I went and got cider over the weekend at Coykin. We have another 3
weeks there, so. It's like the 19th or the 15th.
You'd have to approve the Western County. Okay.
I don't think that's what
I thought we left it as Eric was gonna.
Overcorrection because there was like a car late in the left turn lane next to the median, and so the guy overcorrected and came into the Frito-Lay
That part was, the cover had part of full wheels of hitting the truck as he's turning upside down. So he's like all shaking up and he's so. Right, I had a tour last week where you work.
I heard you were there.
Yeah.
And you know what I was doing? You guys were standing in the hallway. You were interesting. Is there some time to walk it out when you guys get your bigger guy?
That place is really nice. First time ever.
No, he missed his turn.
Sherry was getting a call and she was doing her thing and all, and Wendy was there trying to talk to us and everybody was busy.
Yeah. We were talking about, if we retire, we're gonna get
The door locked. That's why I tried to get it. And then I just talked to one of the people that do the plow and all that stuff, it's a year, let me get it to you. It'll be a year and a half, I'll probably be gone before the meeting, just like the garage.
Where you go? Somerset?
You and Ed and I are gonna walk out together.
I was going here to KTV.
I bet you I'm walking faster.
They're turning it into a, data center.
Well, we were supposed to, but he decided to
The
stay.
old, where's the bar? Corner of the-
Yeah, another.
I heard one of those guys.
Data
I asked him, I said, maybe I will.
Yep, data center.
No.
I
can have it.
And I said, you know what's funny? Dial.
So I guess we're gonna realize how.
And he's just put the goddamn thing back.
They're gonna put all day,
Pipe water line in from the river to cool the things.
Yeah, right.
But I gotta say, that lady that called up about the brush though, was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. One of the guys that we picked, like, wire all the barbecue and stuff.
Go pick up the brush myself.
She hasn't met the highway superintendent yet.
I love that guy.
He might go rough around the edge. So he warms up there for a couple of
She's related to one of the girls here.
So, get this, so we're doing one last trip around town. Shouldn't supposed to be done, but nobody lives there. So everybody's been calling, we got this huge list of things.
Oh, we,
The whole
yeah,
town,
we
one more
left.
time. Guy called up the date, you guys are so great. That's it, what you
They
really.
showed us that.
That's what's picking up us right now, but there's so much shit going on. The last time we did it, we're putting it out now.
Well, Mike was
We'll sit there in April.
Actually, I went.
Oh, I just cut more down.
Got there, Mike was on.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I said, did you call? He goes, yeah, I